Hello, my name is David Dos Santos, and this is my response to chapters 1 through 5, my reading response. And so for chapter 1, the two things that I took away from it, two biggest takeaways, were the first one was just how much more important it is that your speech is understandable and meaningful to the people, and much less about like how you talk or the words you use. The second biggest takeaway was how important it is to read the nonverbal cues of people, like in their facial expression, to understand like if they're understanding you or if they're misinterpreting what you're saying. For chapter 2, the two biggest takeaways were that the most efficient and easy way to prevent speaking apprehension is through practice and planning, because it usually comes from people just not being skilled in speaking, and planning and practicing kind of helps take away that hindrance or that disability. And the second thing were the 6 steps, like in order to make a speech plan, which include selecting a speech that's appropriate to the people in the audience, understanding and adapting to your audience, gathering information, organizing the ideas into an outline, choosing and preparing certain aids that'll help you, and practicing your delivery. For chapter 3, the two biggest takeaways were that there are different listening styles that lead to different things that make it so some people will maybe retain information better but not focus on the feelings of the speaker. Some people will focus more on the time and less on the speaker. Some people try to anticipate what the speaker is going to say, so they kind of lose track of what they are saying. And the second biggest takeaway from chapter 3 were the different steps you can take as a listener to make sure that you're active listening, such as like attending, so like paying attention, understanding, making sure that you understand it, remembering, being able to retain the information, and evaluating the information that you get to make sure it's trustworthy and that it's like right, and then responding with either criticism or just providing feedback in general. For chapter 4, the two biggest takeaways I got were that understanding your audience is really important, so you know how they're going to react to you, what you're saying, the type of language you should use in your speech, and how exactly to interact with them and connect with them better. And the second thing was the occasion, to see like what would be an appropriate speech for this occasion, such as what would you speak about, how long should your speech be, what you should wear, what type of aids, or if aids are even allowed, things of that nature. For chapter 5, the two biggest takeaways were the use of rhetorical questions, the use of like gathering pronouns such as like we, us, and the use of relatable experiences to get people to draw in, and then they connect with you more. You connect with them, so they're more interested in what you're saying. And then the second one was the importance of providing the audience with like something that's relevant or important to them, so that they can connect with it much easier, and they don't get lost like, oh, it's not important to me, let me just stop paying attention. But those were my biggest takeaways for chapters 1 through 5.